You're listening to WMUC Sports Radio. I'm Emily Olson here with a special postseason Maryland men's soccer update. This week, we spoke with Captain Alex Crognale and Coach Sasho Cirovski about the postseason and Sunday's match against Michigan. All right, so now that the regular season is over and you're headed into postseason, how does the mindset in training change?
Yeah, well, I think we need to kind of up our focus and knowing that it's a do or die, and at any point we can make a mistake in a game and the season's over. I think that we have a newfound focus and drive. So, we know it's one game at a time at this point, you know. We win Sunday, then we move on to next weekend. So our focus right now is Michigan on Sunday.
And the teams played Michigan earlier this season in a draw. They outshot you, one of the few teams to outshoot this Maryland team because this back line has been so consistent. Where does that consistency come from?
I think it's just kind of it's something Sash harps on a lot. I mean, defensively, we've wanted to be strong this year, and I think playing with the guys now, I think that we're in a better spot defensively than we were in the beginning of the season. So hopefully we can just take that with us and put together a good overall performance.
And you've played all but one game, and Ivan's played every game. You two are the center backs back there. How's that chemistry grown over this course of the season?
Yeah, it's been great. Obviously a lot of excitement for me at the beginning of the season with, hearing Ivan was coming and being able to play with him throughout the season has been great. And I think we've learned a lot from each other, and our chemistry is better than it's been all year. So we're in a good spot right now. And how would you describe that center-back partnership that you have? Every partnership in the back is kind of different. What describes the Ivan-Alex partnership back there? Yeah, it's kind of like we're brothers, we're playing right next to each other every day, so it's one of those relationships that you don't normally get all over the field because we're constantly talking to each other, constantly covering for each other. He's got my back, I've got his back type of relationship.
The freshmen have contributed a lot, but so have the veterans up top. What is the key for this team to get balls in the back of the net and move forward to the next round?
I think for us it's just taking our chances and finishing off the chances that we do get, because we've been creating tons of scoring chances this year, but we haven't been as successful as we'd like to be as far as producing goals. So I think just focusing on that last final product and that finishing touch, putting the ball in the back of the net is important going forward now.
All right, thank you very much.
Yep, thank you.
Transitioning from regular season to postseason,
yep.
What's the difference in practice today and this week going into the Big Ten tournament?
Not much difference really. We're used to playing in big games all year, and we're excited to be playing at home at least for one round in the Big Ten tournament. And we're excited. We feel we didn't play our best against Michigan last time, and we think we're in a better place physically, mentally, and tactically going into this game than we were earlier this year. So I think our young players have grown up a little bit, and we know what's at stake, and we'll be ready for it.
Specifically talking about that home field advantage rather than the obvious, the crowd, the home. This is a short week. You played on Wednesday, you're going to play on Sunday. How important is the not traveling aspect for Sunday?
Yeah, I think just from a rest and recovery standpoint, it's always beneficial to be at home with the comforts of your training room and your training staff and all of those things. I think Michigan came to our place and played well last game, so we definitely feed off of our crowd, but we've learned to make sure that we don't rely on the crowd and make sure that we're doing the things right to give ourselves the best chance to succeed.
They're coming off a loss to Ohio last game of this season. What are the biggest threats that Michigan bring on Sunday to Ludwig?
Yeah, they have some outstanding attacking players, and they can hurt you in different ways. They're good on the counterattack. They're very good on set pieces, but they also have some individuals that can just beat you with individual brilliance. So they're a good team, and I think we're a good team. So we're ready for the challenge.
And they're one of the few teams to actually outshoot you in a match this game. And do you expect this team to be taking those shots?
Well, they had a lot of set pieces against us last time, and that's a strength of theirs. And they got a lot of chances off their set pieces. So that's certainly something that we hope not to give them as much opportunities in set pieces. But that's something that just happens some games, and and whatever they get, we'll be ready for.
And I talked to Alex Crognale earlier, one of your two kind of consistent center backs back there. We talk about the outside backs all the time, how they're dangerous in the flanks, but talk about the chemistry and the strength of that core in those two center backs in Ivan Malgoyes and Alex Crognale.
Yeah, I think they're a lot better now than they were at the beginning of the year. They're communicating much better. They've played now, 17 games together. They're both independently very good players, but I think they've become a really good tandem now. Where together they're outstanding. I think last game may have been their best game of the year in shutting down Jason Wright. And I think that was the kind of tandem I want to see moving forward, and I think that was about as good as it can be.